Hi, I'm Ruth Heidebreicht, and you're watching the MIT TV. And today we've invited Todd Robinson to the studios to talk to us about the upcoming November 2nd election. Thanks for coming.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's so nice we can shake hands now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of questions. We have two very important issues up on November 2nd. And there's a lot of questions. And you have dedicated some time with us at our studio to try to put these into segments and identify them in quick order.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you coming by today.
Yeah, well, I appreciate your help. I think it's important that we just provide as much information as we can to the community members. And so we're doing this a variety of ways. And we've just learned that on-demand video segments are very helpful. So it's my hope that over the course of a couple of these video segments, we can give people an overview of what's a part of the two proposals on November 2nd, and then also direct them to places where they can get more information if they want. There's no substitute to reaching out to me, at the administrative offices. And for those families that are connected to our school buildings, they can also reach out to their building principal. But why don't we dive in and talk a little bit about an overview of what the two proposals are in this first segment.
Okay.
So
now we talked about attention span.
Yes.
So what we want to promise our viewers is that we're going to make these segments short and concise, and you're just the person to do it.
I hope so.
All right.
So, to intro, first of all, we've kind of developed a slogan for the November 2nd campaign, and that's, our students, our family, and our community, and building our future together. So there's two important proposals, and I want to start by talking a little bit about the non-homestead renewal. So the non-homestead renewal is really important. It doesn't get as much attention and won't get as much video time for us as a facilities bond would, but it's really important for us. So this is a 3-year renewal of our current millage. We have a statutory requirement by Michigan law as a public school system to levy 18 mills on our non-homestead properties. That's our businesses, our second homes, our rental properties, and our vacant land. So by law, we have to do this to generate money that is a part of the state foundation grant that we get for each student we educate. If we don't renew and keep this millage in place, the state doesn't backfill that money. So just a couple things, I talked about what this applies to. This is not on primary residence. It does not impact our homeowners' taxes. It's on our businesses, second homes, rental properties, and vacant land. This generates for us annually almost $8 million and is about 14% of our annual budget. So it's really important because this is general fund support that we get from the state. We just have to go out to the voters and keep this renewed. So this is a no increase proposal for our non-homestead properties. It's just simply renewing for another 3 years the current non-homestead millage. It's going to allow us to continue to get our 18 mills. Won't ever be any more than 18 mills. So important, and we're just looking for folks to understand so when they get to the polls or they vote absentee, they're able to be educated. Right. So that's the first proposal. So the second proposal is really exciting because that's the 2021 facilities bond. And this again is a no tax rate increase bond for our homeowners. So we're excited to have the opportunity to go out and offer this proposal to our voters that would generate $87.5 million and fund construction projects, facility renovation projects from 2022 to 2027. I think what's most important to reference is this is really phase 2 of a long-range plan that the district developed that began with the 2016 bond. So we're super grateful for the support of our voters and our homeowners with all that we accomplished with the 2016 bond. But this is a continuation. We have a momentum going, even despite the pandemic, to make our facilities state-of-the-art for our kids. And we like to think they deserve that. Right. Our families deserve that, and our community deserves that.
Right.
So when we talk about phase 2, we've designed this around 7 key elements. And so as we close up this segment today, I just want to give a quick overview of what the segments are. And then in our future segments, we'll actually dig a little deeper into what each of these 7 segments entail. So when we talk about our 7 key elements, I think what's most important to understand for our voters is that phase 2 now focuses on our youngest learners. So we're investing a significant portion of this bond into our youngest learners, our early childhood students and our elementary facilities. We certainly still have some work to do at the middle school and with our athletic facilities, but the focus switched. It was secondary students in the high school and middle school in phase 1, and now in phase 2 it's our youngest learners. Right. So our 7 elements are advancing health and safety. That's always important. That's changed a little bit in the pandemic. Mm-hmm. It isn't just about school security and secured entries. We've got some other health and safety things with heating and cooling in that. But we're also enhancing early childhood and the Early Childhood Center at Croswell. Innovating our elementary learning environments, heavy investment in updating our elementary facilities to meet the demands of instruction now and preparing our students for middle school, high school, and beyond. Expanding collaborative learning spaces. I know that you've had the opportunity to see what we've done at the high school in that, because kids need to learn differently nowadays. It isn't just in rows in a classroom. You know, they've got to get out and do project-based learning. They've got to work collaboratively, because that's what the world of work is. So we want to expand on that. We want to provide additional robotics and STEM facilities. So we'll have an exciting conversation about a STEM facility. We want to continue improving our athletic facilities. So the one campus goal, this bond would allow us to complete that and move all the facilities for the high school to the high school campus. Mm-hmm. And then finally, upgrading instructional technology. You know, technology is ever changing, and we want to stay in front of that. We've definitely been a leader in the county. We were the first district to go to 1-to-1 years back with the support of the voters, and we want to continue to stay in front of that. So these are our 7 key elements. I look forward to the opportunity in our future segments to break these down in a little bit more detail, maybe even do a little bit of filming on site at some of the locations so people would have some perspective of where things might be.
Well, thank you for joining us for the first segment of this informational program that is going to step you through 6 segments of this election on November 2nd. So come back and join us for all the segments. They're going to be short and informational, we'll promise you. And thanks for joining us on the MIT TV.